All right, welcome everybody. This is Jessica Mile with Painting in Vino and Jessica Zimmer with Painting in Vino. So we are both artists with the company, and she's our Tucson artist. So we're here today to kind of do a little highlight on Tucson and Jessica and her paint and sip business. So how you doing, Jessica? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, so as other Jessica said, I am also Jessica, but I am in Tucson. I haven't always been in Tucson though. I have only been here for about 4 years. Before that, I was in the Northeast, mostly Rhode Island, earning my painting degree. And honestly, I was going to go and do the Yale art program after my undergrad studies, but I decided to come out here instead. And honestly, I don't regret it. So,
Yale, though, wow, that'd be intense. Ooh,
oh yeah, I was going to get into it.
no, that's exciting. Do you think you would, if you move back, when you move back, consider going to Yale if you could, or you kind of moved on?
It depends on how this business goes, honestly. I'm really enjoying being a part of this business, and doing the art program at Yale would have provided me more opportunities for like fine art with art shows and doing galleries in Manhattan. That's kind of overwhelming, honestly. I think I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be with this company, so.
Beautiful. I love hearing that. So with that being said, like what kind of drew you to want to do this instead of go work in galleries and things like that?
When I was first out of school in Providence, I initially applied to stationary paint and sip places where you go to a studio. And even the interviews, it was just a negative experience, honestly. I kind of steered away from it for a long time just because those interviews kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And then you guys came along literally at the perfect time. I was looking for new work. I had been with kids professionally for about 6 years on and off before you guys approached me last August, and I jumped right on it. The mobile aspect of it really drew me to it. The being able to manipulate my schedule, and I didn't have to be a 9 to 5 girl anymore. That was really big for me.
Yeah, having that ease of and freedom, I should say, your own
Yeah,
schedule is kind of a beautiful thing for sure.
yeah,
Kind of what you get out what you put into it. So of course you want to put some hours in building your business and doing great classes, but at the same time you're like, I'm gonna go to the beach today because I can. It's a beautiful
exactly.
thing. Um, so what about the classes themselves? Like you're doing virtual events and you're doing in person. So which one do you like more? What's kind of the difference for you? You like both, just differently? What's your take on it?
Um, I had some anxieties about doing the online classes, only because I'm like the only millennial I know that doesn't really do computer stuff. I'm very, I'm very old school. I think that's why I like painting in general, because it's right in front of you and you have the materials on hand and you don't have to accidentally click the wrong thing and the whole thing's destroyed.
Right.
I did do the teaching of the online classes for a bit though at the height of the virus, and I adjusted to it pretty quickly. I did find that I was missing the in-person events though, so once Tucson businesses allowed a bit more freedom for people to go out and enjoy, patronizing businesses again, I was able to find a couple places that were healthy and sanitary, and you could have enough space and have the 6 feet rule. And I'm so glad I was able to just snap right back into it. Obviously the classes are a little bit smaller, but it's just so nice to be out and to do it. And I tell my customers as well that it's easier for me to be right in front of you and tell you exactly what needs to be fixed, or if you're doing a technique a little incorrectly, you need to tighten it up. Whereas on the computer, I'm just kind of guessing. Like
Yeah.
you might have problems with this, so try to do it this way. And it's not like they're always going to flip around and be like, look at this painting. Like the live classes, I'm able to see step by step exactly what you're doing, and the paintings do come out better. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, it's more hands-on, right?
Yes, exactly.
In the same room together. Nothing ever gets away from that. That's like the best. So, well, that's good that you're at least trying out both, you know. It's awesome.
Yes, exactly.
Especially in today's day and age. So what is the very best part of being a licensee with us to you?
My favorite of all time is the flexibility of it. Like if my venue has a time that they want and I'm not comfortable with that time, I can say no and we can pick a different time and they're still happy and I'm still happy. It's also an environment where, you know, other jobs, you kind of feel guilty for enjoying yourself, whereas we are in the entertainment industry. You know, I don't really consider myself in the art industry. I consider myself to be in the entertainment industry. So everybody is having a good time, and it's weird if they're not. And that's great. That's so awesome. Like if no one's having a good time, then you're doing it wrong. If everyone's having a good time, then that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that makes me feel really good at the end of the night. It does.
Wasn't that the best feeling when their eyes are sparkling and they're so proud of their painting and you're just like,
and even if they don't like the painting, they still had fun with their friends and they went out and did something and got to wear like a nice blouse, and it's just good no matter what, honestly. So I love that. I've never had a job like that ever.
Nice. Well, good. I'm glad you found your fit. And then one last question is, why did you partner with us when you could have started your own business or done a franchise with one of the studios, or what was your motivation to work with us?
Believe it or not, I have this conversation a lot. I have some family members that were they raised their eyebrow, like, are you sure you want to join a company? Like, you can just do it yourself, Jessica. And I was like, that is a good point. However, I give you guys my 30% and you guys do all the stuff that everyone else has to think about, but I get to just be like, okay, I'm just going to send them an email saying this needs to be done. And I get to like move on. And a lot of these aggravated stressors that a lot of small businesses usually have to deal with in the beginning stages of their business, I get to delegate it for 30% of my profits. And that's a loss that I'm willing to part with if that means that the business is going to be a lot more functional than anything I could do by myself.
That's really
It was quicker.
Yeah.
And it was quicker.
So my family, it was the opposite for me because I actually started my own paint and sip before this. And my dad was like, why are you doing that? Why wouldn't you just like join another company, do it the easy way? I was like, no, I got to do it my way. And I was like, gosh, I struggled so hard for so long. And then I met Chris and Painting Vino, and I was like, oh, man, so much better. Why didn't I do this before? But divine timing. So, but yeah, I feel you. It does. We do a lot, as much as we can, to make it as easy for you as possible so you can work on being your entertaining self. Yeah.
And you guys have succeeded because I've been with you guys for a year and I haven't once looked back. Not one single time. Like, I think you saw my comment the other day on another artist's post about how do I separate my brain on vacation. And I was like, I don't bother because I just love doing it so much. It doesn't even feel like work to me, honestly. I'm like cheating.
No, you're working smarter, not harder. That's the way to do it.
There you go.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Jessica. This means a lot, and you are awesome. Yeah. And anybody in Tucson for the next little bit, she will be teaching there. I know she's going to be moving, but she will have some artists working in Tucson still. So please visit us in Tucson, and if not, we'll see you online. But thank you so much, Jessica. You have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.